It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Watson. Complete, it's Dotson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark it down at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9. The Texans, it's 6 and 5 now on the year. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. Watson now to throw. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he is going to have a Texans first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. To throw is Watson. That's complete. It's HOU. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game that will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
So first and 10 now from the 30. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way. We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Options galore here, second and a few inches. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On second and inches. Watson got an open man. It's Pickens. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game. Like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Finding Pickens for another catch. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Quick throw completed by Watson. Touchdown, Texans! Tyler Conklin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow, knocked him for a loss.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now Jones. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Titans. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And that throw, pretty impressive, and even 61 yards through the air. And he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, you get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw, Watson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards the pickup there.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They run the counter with Cook. And he's going to be met at about the 43. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two, because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now it's Watson. Able to connect with Dotson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 31-yard line. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Watson. Going right back to Dotson. Touchdown! Jahan Dotson, 31 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return, Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Jones. Looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. On 4th down, on is the punter, Colby Rodman. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Texans will take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Titans are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Jones swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Texans are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks him right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 40 yards on the ground for him so far.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Open man here is Conklin. Oh, he shifts past him. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. A give to Cook out of the gun. Jadeveon Clowney wants a member of these Texans there on the stop. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Off of play action, it's Watson sliding out of the pocket. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Titans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, we've seen quarterbacks get away with throwing the ball on the run, no doubt. But this, Charles, I think you'd agree, not the best of throws.
And listen, you're not always going to have a clean pocket to step up with the proper mechanics and deliver the football. I mean, that's a given. But you also have to understand your limits and know what you can get away with and what you can't when you're trying to make a throw like that.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. That is 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
From the 29, Jones. This one brought in by Jefferson. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Jones now on 1st and 10. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man. It's Waddle, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 25 yards that time.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he stopped immediately there. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 2nd and goal, Jones got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Dawson Knox as the first half is winding down. And the Titans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime.
54! 26! 24 down, he's coming.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Out left to Dotson. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Jones. And he's got this to Jefferson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Texans will take over here just shy of the 30. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Cook again. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Watson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll run it. Here's Cook. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Here we they go on fourth. Watson, and he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 41. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his left. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Now Jones on first down. Going up top. Oh, Jones has just thrown his third interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Arnold Ebiketie gets there for the stop.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And some room to run now. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. 124 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
A third quarter now, a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
No time now.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Well, nursing such a small lead, you thought he'd take better care of the football after his last drive. Now for the 2nd straight possession, he's put all the pressure right back on his defense. They need to take a stand and hold that lead.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second and 9.
Operating from the gun, Jones.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jones.
Try to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And we often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably calculate the hang time on that throw because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Going to run again here with Pollard.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
But they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Now a give here to Pollard.
And he's brought down. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
They held him in check in the 1st half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the 1st half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead.
Jones will sneak it.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Titans put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game. And here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day one of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
Jones throwing for it.
And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, the pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Watson off play action. Going to be caught downfield by Dotson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Watson on first down. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw again on second down. Watson. And he rifles one incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Out of the gun, Watson. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And that's intercepted yet again. And that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 33. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Oh, he's got some taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown Titans. Tony Pollard with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
To throw, Watson.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Watson to throw.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Pollard going to try the right side. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
On the Jets sweep, here comes Waddle.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Titans, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams.